How did you know it's my birthday? You guys are the best. Not really. Oh, it's perfect. A box of fuckery from the nice guys.
And I sent Steve O'Brien 2 scripts. He texted me after I sent them and, he said, how do you like the spots? And I said, fucking brilliant. I love them. And he says, good. This is why I love working with you two. I get to bring out my evil twin.
Right.
That's right. So we get Steve O'Brien's evil twin.
Well, I love that.
I love that so much. It's so great.
Hey, I was just thinking maybe this show we do something different. Maybe it, not suck.
Low, and he walks the bases loaded on 12 straight pitches. How can the nice guys lay out pitches that close? Well, looks like they picked the wrong week to stop sniffing glue. They picked the wrong week to quit drinking. They picked the wrong week to quit amphetamines. Looks like they picked the wrong week to stop being assholes. Most days, they take their meds. This is not one of those days. Welcome to Fuckery with the Nice Guys. No interviews, no business content. Just your 2 favorite slack-jawed mouth breathers ranting about whatever. Now, strap yourselves in for Nice Guys Fuckery with the kings of fuckery, Doug Sandler and Strickland Bonner.
It's time for the fuckery. What the hell is up with my mic? God damn it.
Hey, look at your new do, man.
You like it? You know, a short haircut.
Short on the sides. Looking good, man. Looking good. You are looking sharp. A sharp.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your flexibility. Hang on. I'm trying to pull up my app. Are we recording?
We are already recording.
Get Motif Mix. Yeah, I have Motif Mix.
What the hell is a Motif Mix?
Okay, this is just fucking Mike. Okay. As you can tell, I'm probably really hot right now because the gain is all the way up at 36. Why?
I thought you were hot because you got a new haircut.
Yeah, well, it could be that too. We recommend you uninstall Shore Plus Motif desktop app when using this. What? Anyway, where's my gain?
You can just edit out this whole front part because you know what's going to happen. Somebody's going to tune out because they're like, "Oh, this is just a tech show. This is just guys working with microphones and equipment." Maybe this is kind of like very comparable to the 1970s test pattern that you might get that you may or may not remember seeing on the television set somewhere around 1 a.m. Remember when TV they used to stop?
Oh yeah, they would go off the air. No, I just pulled my gain back, but I'm still really hot. See now. This fucking software. They've been yelling at me to buy this, just download this Motif software, which I did. And now I just pulled the gain back and it didn't do anything. So now I'm going to go back to my other Shore original and tell it.
I have the Shore Motif, but let me see what my settings are.
I thought I locked it in so it wouldn't change it. Right. It just fucking constantly does this. 36. Here we go.
Yeah, mine is on lock. Mine is on lock. I just have it locked at 22.5.
I locked it, but then
there you go. Now you
and now one time, wait a minute.
That's why I locked it because I always used to do what you're doing right now, which is rub my finger on the LED because I thought I liked it.
Well, but now the volume. I guess it is changed. It's locked the gain, but it didn't lock the volume, which is good because I sometimes want to turn the volume up or down.
Understood. I just use a little button on my keyboard. My $1,100 keyboard that I got because it's an Apple computer.
Oh,
you got it?
Did not pay $1,100 for a keyboard.
No, I did not. It's almost time for a new computer, not because I actually need one, but because I want one.
Dude, Turnkey needs one, right?
That's what
I'm talking about. You got catching up to do.
I don't know. Are you drinking Fireball? What are you drinking exactly?
Iced coffee.
Oh, you're going lame-o today.
I know it's a little late in the day for coffee, but
I have of course my
Michelob Ultra.
Okay, mm-hmm. Nice guy community. I know none of this has been interesting so far, so let me continue that for just one quick second, and then I promise we'll get right into the content.
But can I say welcome back first, so I don't forget? My name is Strickland Bonner. On the other side of the microphone, Mr. Doug Sandler.
All right, I'm gonna drop a chat message in the chat box for you. It's only for your eyes to see
For your eyes only.
the information that I'm putting in here, but I want your reaction to it once I tell you what it is. Okay, first I'm gonna there's the number. I just put that into the in the chat.
It's a good
And I
number.
want to let you know that is the number. That is the top line revenue number for Turnkey for the month, which is, I believe, our best month ever. Just so you know.
Woo! This current month that we're in right now.
Yes, the current month, given the understanding that all deposits that say that Stripe says they're going to be making tomorrow, which is technically the last day of the month.
Oh yeah. I was going to say we still got a couple days left in the month, but we only have one banking day left in the month.
Which I don't fucking understand. Because can you explain this to me? I think we went over this last week. If I write you a check today or send you a Zelle today, all right? Maybe Zelle is a bad example. If I make an electronic transfer of money today, it's taken out of my account immediately, but it's not credited to your account for several days. Does the bank get the float free?
I know, right? That's what I want to know too. That's where they make all their money, right?
So I lent a friend of ours a couple of dollars. Otherwise known as a lot of zeros in the number, and I lent
somebody who shall remain unnamed, but that I'm sure I am very familiar with.
Yes, you know this person very well. So I lent this person a lot of money, personal money, my money, and so when I sent him the bank check, a physical bank check, because he is an individual rather than a business that is a known entity to the bank. So I send him this check through the bank. So the moment that I put in the bill pay X amount of dollars, that X amount of dollars is automatically pulled out of my account. He receives the check a week later because it takes them fucking a week for them to process the check. I don't know why. Wow. Then his bank put a 2-week hold on the bank check.
2-week hold.
That was 3 weeks with a generous multiple zero. I'm like, well, shit. I was okay with it because I still charged him interest. I'm a good friend, but I'm not that good.
Not that good. 3 fucking weeks.
He was not. He was not happy. He was not happy about that.
That's some bullshit.
I come to the table today. Okay, now, Nice Guy Community, we are back. This is us legitimately. We're here. Strickland, I come to the table with how many topics are on my list today?
Oh my God, you actually have topics.
I do. I wrote down 5 things that I want to talk about.
Dude, I'm so glad I went to get my haircut before, and I appreciate you being flexible with the time, because the choice was either get my haircut before or get it done after. But after was going to be a bit tight, and so I definitely would have had to end exactly at an hour or less, and I still might not have made it if we'd done an hour. So I appreciate your flexibility. You can now see my beautiful short coif.
It's nice.
It looks nice and sharp, right? Looks good. And now, if we want to go over an hour, I can go over an hour.
And you know what? I have no end. I have no hard stop on the other side.
Oh my gosh. Is JJ out of town, or you just don't?
No, she's here, but I told her we're going to be an hour and a half because I knew that we had, at least from my perspective, we had a lot of time. We're getting Thai food tonight, so it will be here in 90 minutes, but that gives us plenty of runway to have a conversation here. Okay. So interesting. So today, and this isn't even one of my topics on the list. So add this as the 6th. Today, JJ was having a staycation day. It was a chance for her to catch up on a lot of stuff that she wanted to catch up on. And guess where she did it? In the Airstream.
Oh, I love that. So it's becoming homey and comfortable, and you're getting it where you want it.
It definitely is becoming homey and comfortable. And I want to show you also, hold on a second, let me find it here. I got to get a picture of it so that I can share it for all of those that are tuning in on audio here, which I know everybody loves that. So Strickland, you will be pleased to know, or you probably wouldn't care, but this right now is in my backyard. Now, I don't know if you can see that. Can you?
Oh, dude. Yeah, you got to talk about this. This is kind of badass. I kind of like it.
So Saturday is usually a day that they have, I don't know, they have like estate sales, yard sales, whatever. So they had an estate liquidator company called West Coast Estate Liquidators that was coming to town, and they were clearing out a house in one of the better sections in Ojai. Now, I know better section is all relative. Instead of it being the $1.5 million houses, these are like the $8 to $20 million houses. So they're the lots of land, been well established, been there a long time. This guy and his wife, who I think has passed, has probably lived in the house for generations, their family. But they were liquidating, they were selling. I think that the old guy finally gave up the idea of maintaining this big multi-acre property. So they had an estate sale. They had like many thousands of dollars in art and all sorts of shit. Now, this company, West Coast, they didn't really do a very good job of advertising the estate sale. So I get there, normally when you get to an estate sale at 8 a.m., there's a line to get in.
Literally a line.
Literally, there will be a line to get in to walk through the house so everybody can see, because this has been generations of art collections and stuff. This particular one was a very Southwestern themed home. They had a lot of Southwest art and that kind of stuff. And I'm not really an art guy, but I am a machine guy. So of course, instead of going into the house, the first place that I go is into the garage.
Of course.
So I wanted to see what kind of vehicles. Now, they had sold previously all of the vehicles before the estate, but they did have one vehicle remaining.
Now, what did they say? What other vehicles they had? Was there anything cool that you missed out on?
No, I didn't ask any. I didn't ask any questions. I did see a lot of like Ford memorabilia, so I'm assuming it was probably like some old Fords and some other stuff, which would have been really cool to be able to see the old cars. I wasn't in the market to buy another car, of course.
Which, thank goodness, you do not need another car.
But I didn't say anything about being in the market to buy a fucking tractor, man. A 1952 8N Ford tractor. This thing is ridiculous. I have never even ridden on a tractor, and I'm like, humming. I wanted to see this tractor, which was in like pristine condition. It was barn kept, everything original on the tractor. So very cool. And then I saw the price tag. I'm like, I'm never going to be able to go. JJ's not going to go for this. I mean, I know it's my money that I was going to spend on it, but I didn't even know how to approach the subject with him. So of course,
it's funny that you say that. Yeah. There's a joke among musicians, and it is, hey, if I die, please don't let my wife sell my guitars for what I told her that I paid for them.
Oh my God. So true. So true. Well, I'm pretty straightforward with JJ. I said, hey, this is going to cost X amount of dollars. So of course, the first thing I did was I called her and I said, can I buy a tractor? And she's like, what? You've never even talked about a tractor before. I'm like, yeah, I know, but I really like this tractor. She didn't ask me how much it is. She says, she said, no.
She didn't even ask how much it was.
Where are you going to put it? Where are you going to put the tractor? Like I'm thinking in my mind, where's it going? Like,
what do you mean, where are you going to put it? You got a big ass backyard.
I know, but this is like a pretty big ornament for our backyard if it goes in there. So it's not like it's going to be non-visible in our backyard. I'm like, I guess I'll just put it like under the pecan tree. We have a half acre. It's big enough so that it's kind of far off in the distance, way corner of the lot. And she's like, no. So I came home and I'm like, I really want to get this tractor. She said, I thought you were just joking. I said, no, I wasn't joking. I really want the tractor. She says, if you really want the tractor, then buy it. But where are you going to put it? I said, in our backyard. And she's like, oh, God, let me see it. And so she looked at a picture of it. And she goes, no, I don't like it. She really didn't like it. Yeah. So I said, all right, let's do this. If I can get a really good deal on it, can I get it? And she goes, if you really want to buy the tractor, go ahead and buy the tractor. So I go back over there like 5 minutes later, hoping that nobody bought it already. Mm-hmm. And it had a price tag on it. In one of the pictures, you can see it, but it had a price tag on it. It was $3,000. And I'm like, that's too much. I'm gonna lowball it. I went back to them. I said, I'll give you $1,500 for it. So he goes, I don't think the owner's going to go for that, but if it's still on sale, if it's still for sale at 2 p.m. today, which is when they were closing the estate thing, I'll ask the owner. I said, okay.
Now, is there a blue book for 1952 tractors? Like, is there a place you could look up what it would be worth?
Yeah, like I just threw a number at them, not even knowing. Right. It could have been worth $200.
Sure.
They were asking $3, so I figured they had done some research because I didn't. I'm like, I don't care for $1,500, even if I not that you ever want to lose the money, but if I lost $1,500 in the gutter, I would be upset, but it wouldn't be devastating. So I'm like, it's got to have some value. So like, even if it's $1,500, okay. So I said to I texted my son. I said, Adam, look up how much a 1952 excellent condition Ford 8N tractor is. And he came back to me and he said, it's about $4,700.
What?
I said, okay, I am buying this, even if it's a horrible investment. And even if I just, or even if I decide I don't want it, I'm just going to flip it and sell it.
Mm-hmm.
So 2:00 came, I called the guy back. I said, Brian, is this still available? And he goes, it's available. Come over and get it. So I figured I was going to go back there and he was going to try to renegotiate. I got there. He wasn't even there. His assistant was there. And his assistant said, it's $1,500. Do you want the trailer that goes with it too?
What?
Like,
Are you kidding? They threw in the trailer?
I said, I'll tell you what, I'll give you $100 for the trailer. I don't want to just take it. I'll give you $100 for it. She says, that's very nice of you. Thank you. So I gave him $100 for the trailer, which is one that's big enough to like go on hay rides behind the tractor and stuff.
How fucking cool is that? You're going to be like the cool. You're going to
I know,
right?
Halloween
hay rides, right?
So the only problem with the trailer was, and he said, you got to get it before 8 a.m. tomorrow. Otherwise we're clearing everything out of here. So you got to take it out. Mm-hmm. So I went down to Harbor Freight to get the wheel for the trailer. They didn't have the wheel. So it needed 2 wheels. So I'm like, fuck, I can't even take this. So I just donated the $100 to him. They got rid of it. I couldn't take the trailer.
Oh, they got rid of the trailer.
I had no place to put it. I couldn't drag it out of their driveway was about a mile long. So it would have been a really big hassle. And I'm like, I'm not putting JJ through this and I'm not going to do it. So I got this really cool, as you see, this really cool 8N trailer for $1,500. I'm so happy. I don't think I'm going to sell it, but I mean, now I've got the trailer, the Airstream, the Ford F-250, and the Mustang. I've got a fucking serious vintage.
Well, and you got the BMW too, right?
I got the BMW too.
And then you got your actual real regular car, your Toyota.
The car and the car I drive.
Right, exactly.
So Strick, I'm gonna leave all of my vehicles to you in my will because JJ's not gonna know what to do with them. Okay, so if you could just take care of them, that would be great.
I'll see what I can do. I like the tractor. And what's cool is it actually runs. I mean, the thing is, oh my
God, yes.
How old? It's like 75 years old almost.
It's old. And what whatever 52 minus 2024 would be. So 24 and 48. What's that?
73,
something like that.
Yeah.
73 years old. I'm now looking for something called, if anybody in our community knows if they have one anywhere near them, it's called a brush hog. A brush hog is the attachment you put on the back of a tractor that will actually cut your grass.
I was going to say, like, can you actually do anything with it? You can't.
Yeah, I could if I had the attachment, but
nice.
In the last few days, I've just started up in the morning. I've ridden around my backyard. It's like,
that's so fucking cool. I love that. I'd rather have a tractor than like a 57, 62 Ford pickup shit.
Did you see how big those wheels are in the back? The wheels are like so 5 feet tall.
Cool, man. It's so cool.
It's the kind that's like it kind of looks like a buffalo. The back has those really big legs and the front legs are really tiny. They're like dangling, barely touching. That's like the tractor wheels in the front.
It's super cool. I like it a lot. I want to come over and ride it.
You are welcome to. It gets plenty of good mileage. It takes regular gas, and as long as you know how to drive stick. Do you know how to drive stick?
Oh my God, that's even cooler. Yeah. It actually has a clutch.
Yep. Clutch.
That's so cool.
It's got a clutch, 2 brake pedals for left and right brake. And it's got, it's got a really cool thing. It's got 2 other levers. The lever on the right engages the lever on the left engages the back setting, the thing that would turn like the lawnmower if there was a lawnmower.
Right. You drop the lawnmower so it would mow. Yeah.
Well, that's not the part that drops it. So the one that turns it on is on the left. The one that pulls up and down on the right hand side raises and lowers the whole unit. It goes like that.
Dude, that's cool.
Excited about this. I put a picture in the I think I put it in the Nice Guy community too. If I
you got to get a video, I think, of you riding around your backyard.
Yeah, I look like a big kid.
I fucking love that. That would be cool.
It is good. So there's a very big field in my backyard, and every year there's a guy that's got literally a weed whacker, and it's probably, I don't know, 2 maybe 3 acres in size.
Wow.
And the guy that the owner of the lot hires this guy, and the guy comes. He used to come with a tractor. Now he just comes with a weed whacker, and it spends like an entire week cutting because you cut
by
the grass
hand, like a
by hand.
handheld weed
Yeah.
whacker,
Right.
2 or 3 fucking acres. That's insane.
Right. So over the course of a week or 10 days or whatever it is, he spends all of that time cutting it. And I'm wondering, I don't know how much he charges, but I'm just going to offer the guy in year one. I'm like, can I just fucking, if I get this bush hog thing, brush
Hell
hog,
yes.
I'm like, can I just cut that for you? I'll do it free. Just let me cut it for you.
that would
oh
be
my-
so cool.
That would be really cool. So, because you only,
What does a bush hog cost? And is it the same kind of mounting still from 75
Yes.
years ago?
crazy. It's the same mechanism. It's just like a shaft with a gear on the end of it, and it hooks right into the back of the input thing on the back of the tractor. And it's the same technology. You know, it's not computer operated. It's everything's manual, and it's got the same like arms that hook up to the same levers and all of that. A brush hog for a brand new one is more expensive than the tractor itself.
Oh, yeah.
But I probably could get a used one for maybe $200 or $300 if I could find one. Everybody uses it, beats them up to death, you know, because they
Yeah.
last. It's just, you know, it lasts.
Yeah, but you get it, you buy a beat up one and it's just more fun shit for you to work on, right?
That's
Like you
right.
sharpen the blades and shit, right? Is it like 2 great big blades underneath
yeah,
and you just got to, that's
that's
cool.
it. It's exactly what it is. It's 2 big blades underneath, and you just hook it up. And I'm like, yeah, I want that. I want that. It's interesting. Let me share this picture with you again because I want to show you something that's on it, which is you can't see it on that one. Now hold on. Let me find a picture that you can see what I want to show you. Hold on a moment. Okay. All right. Let me share my screen. Again, thank you for our audio listening community. Okay. Do you see, tell me when you can see it.
I see it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. You see this part right here?
Yeah. The front.
Okay.
Yeah.
The front of the tractor. You see these things?
It looks like really heavy weights,
They are really heavy weights.
like
and those,
lead fucking weights.
yeah, you can put those on and take them off. So they each weigh probably about 50 pounds, and there's
Mhm.
about 10 of them that I have that go on there. The reason they have these weights on the front is because you see these back wheels right here
Mhm.
and these tiny little front wheels.
Yeah.
When all of the weight is in the back of this thing. So when you put
Right.
a brush hog on there and start cutting grass, if you start to move forward, the entire front end of your tractor would lift
So
up.
you're going to pop wheelies. That's what I'm talking about.
So I have 500 pounds of weight that are jammed onto the front if I have my brush hog. But
Did that
look,
come with it too?
yes.
That's
So
cool.
this-
Oh, I love
so,
it.
so you see where this is in relationship to where the Airstream is, right? Right in front of the Airstream.
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking about just hooking this up and just taking the Airstream right in the backyard.
Because you got wheels in the air. I mean, I know you're not
Yeah.
planning on moving the
Right.
Airstream anywhere, but you have wheels and can do it, right?
I could if I really wanted to. And now that I
So
have a
fucking cool.
tractor, I might want to have a little change of scenery every once in a while.
Do you know what the
while.
horsepower is on the tractor? Could it pull the Airstream?
I don't know what the horsepower is. That's a good question, but it's probably like 4. It's got,
But it's
it's
got to be strong though, right?
it's a very it's a 4-cylinder, so it's a legit Ford engine. I mean, big time Ford engine in a very small, light vehicle, and it has more torque than most automobiles have because it's got a lot of power, it just doesn't have a lot of speed.
It's fucking cool. Okay, this has been Farmers Weekly now with the nice guys on business today.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
So,
cool.
so my call to action with the community is, if anybody in our community knows anybody that has a brush hog that would fit on a 1952 Ford 8N tractor, please let me know. I'll put a picture of the tractor if I haven't already put it in the Nice Guy community. I'll put it in there.
I'd like to hear from anybody in our community who knows what a brush hog is, because I had no fucking idea.
I had no idea either. I'm like grass cutting attachment for an old Ford tractor, and I just kept coming up with brush hog. I'm like, okay, I guess it's what I guess that's the nomenclature. So that's what I am looking for at this point. Speaking of call to action, so Strickland and I are diligently and searching very hard for an accounting firm.
Oh my gosh, that I didn't even think about that. We should put that out there because we know our current accounting firm. I mean, they sure don't listen to the fucking show. I mean, if they do, my question would be, why aren't you working on our accounting and listening to the show instead? Never mind. That's another story.
So, Nice Guy community, we, Strickland and I, and our business Turnkey, our personal and professional taxes, we need help.
Yeah,
Not because
if
we're in
anybody
any
knows a
trouble.
good, but we want to get a company that does bookkeeping and accounting because we hate all that shit.
All them things, yeah.
But it's not that complicated. Like all of our sales, it's all,
Pretty
fucking
straightforward.
Stripe and straight
Right.
ahead. And we got a payroll, but it's not that complicated. And we need somebody that can do that and then also do our taxes and personal taxes. And we've been paying a significant amount of money for that every month.
And Strickland, what would you say is the most important thing as it relates to finding an accounting firm out there? Is it their diligent upkeep of the tax laws and understanding how everything works? Would that be it?
No.
Now, would it be their ability to understand, profit and loss statements and balance sheets? I mean, it would be important for them to know that because they are fucking accountants. But I mean, is that like their expertise? Is that what we're looking for?
No.
No. What would you say would be the most important thing that we are looking for in an accounting firm?
So the most important thing that we're looking for in an accounting firm is when we reach out to them, that they get back to us.
Now, you would think that this is a pretty simple, easy responsibility.
I don't think it's a heavy pull. It's not a high bar to get over. No.
God, it's fucking amazing. Strickland and I have been through and we don't think that, I don't believe we are high maintenance to any degree.
No. And it was interesting, and we won't name names with our current accounting company, but we had some issues. And when I complained about the issues, and asked for a little adjustment, they gave us a small adjustment. I don't think it was the adjustment that we should have gotten. I thought we should have gotten more, but it doesn't matter because, we're not going to be with them much longer anyway, as soon as we find somebody else. But one of the things that they said, the thing that really, really irked me was, hey, we've already changed some of our standard, like the way we do business to accommodate you and your business. Okay. We are not Trump International with 75 shell companies and fucking properties and tax write-off. We are really fucking simple. And when we first signed on with them, I don't remember them saying to us, hey, you know what? This X thing, we don't usually do that, but you know what? We'll make an exception for you guys. I thought we're pretty fucking standard. And I didn't really appreciate them coming back to us and going, we might have been able to take better care of you if you had just done it within our regular normal system. And I'm like, no, that is the wrong answer.
Yeah, I'm with you 100%. I thought you were going to go in a slightly different direction. I thought we require service, like support, like somebody actually returning our phone call. And I think that one of the things that they offered as a solution was a 15-minute meeting every month. It's like the last thing I need is another meeting every month.
100%.
And what are we going to do in 15 minutes?
100%. Yeah. Anyway, so yes, call to action if anyone knows of any good accounting firms that could do all that. And it would be really good if they know California tax law. That's one of the things that I would like to have some knowledge of. Please reach out to us. Just email me, strick@turnkeypodcast.com, STRICK@turnkeypodcast.com. Or you could just call into 4242 DJ Doug and leave a message and we'll just play it on the show.
Is that your first name or your last name?
Hey, is that like a stage name? That's really cool. That's like your stage name right now. It's not.
Hey, is Strickland there? I don't want to talk to his mom. I'm going to talk to Strickland. You got that a lot too, didn't you?
Yeah.
All right. I forgot. I got one more topic I want to add to the list, and it's the topic of this.
Oh, okay.
Thank you to R. Blank over at the Healthier Tech podcast. He owns a company that does, of course, healthier tech. And he was kind enough to send us a brand new product that they just started carrying from a company that they bought called Bagby. And Bagby does all, what is it called? Like EMF, like what?
Yeah. Electromagnetic spectrum, like protectors, basically. So, your phone, they put up EMF waves and shit, and it's not really that healthy. And so they sent us the clock, which is the old school analog clock. So you don't have to use your phone as an alarm and have the screen blaring at you all night long right next to your bed. And protect
It's
yourself. From all
it's
this
called the Bagby Classic. It's the silent alarm clock, and it's a dark classic clock. It's in pre-order mode right now for many people, but for
I didn't
us,
realize it was pre-order, so we're
well,
special.
The Dark Classic is pre-order and will be shipped on September 10th. But I think that we got the one that they said that is in pre-order. So I don't know. I'd get on that site right now, bagby.com, BAGBY.com, and check out the Bagby Classic silent alarm clock. It's very cool. And right now they do have an additional 20% off when spending $100 or more. They got some
Nice.
pretty cool products in here, and I'm really very appreciative to R and Stephanie for sending this over.
Me too. Have you heard the alarm? Have you tried it?
I did hear the alarm. It is a very cool alarm. And did you see the little tiny light that it's got on there too? It's got a
Yep.
little
You press a button and it lights up, which is cool. But I like the alarm because it starts off quiet, it's just like, and then it just gets a little louder and a little louder. No, even though it's analog, it is exactly what you need to wake up in the morning, just a little gentle, right? And then if you don't tap it or snooze it, a little louder and a little louder. It's really nice.
So it's just as a final push to get somebody to buy this. It's free from harmful digital ingredients like no blue light, no EMF, no AI, no VR, no FOMO, no big data, no IoT. What the fuck is IoT?
IoT, I don't remember that. So, but the one thing, and I personally don't think of this as a drawback. I think of it as an asset. It is an analog clock, so you have to know how to read the face of an analog clock, which, Doug, you and I, fucking old guys, like, we don't even think twice about it. But I don't know if my kids know how to read the face of an analog clock to know what time it is.
I don't know what IoT is. I do know what gluten-free and GMO-free and fat-free and sugar-free, but is it better for your digital well-being to have something that's IoT? I would say harmful digital ingredient, IoT. Could you look that up?
I can look it up. I have no idea what it is.
IoT, or is it LOT? No, I think it's IoT. I, small o, big T.
Oh, IoT devices. Oh, the Internet of Things.
Oh.
Okay, makes sense. The Internet of Things.
So there is no, I don't see any Wi-Fi adapter in here. I had to put one little battery in here. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's a AA battery.
AA battery.
I put that in. It's got literally two knobs on the back for changing the time and changing the alarm. One knob to turn the alarm on and off, and a knob to turn the light on and off. But that is it.
But it is interesting, the Internet of Things, and this actually makes sense now that I'm reading it, a network of physical objects that are connected to the internet and can exchange data with other devices and systems, which sounds like, oh, sure, it's my phone, right? Well, it's also now your fucking TV and your refrigerator. And I've got one of these smart bulbs. I haven't actually used it yet, but apparently it's one that, like, if I put the bulb in, I can say, hey, Google, turn my lights off, right? And it's listening. So even though it's a light bulb, it is an IoT. It is an Internet of Things.
Just take your house back about, I don't know, let's say 1990, because before 1990, I'm sure there was no Internet of Things anywhere. No. Think about all of the things that are currently surrounding you that have the internet connected to it. Everything from your computer to your second monitor to your TV screen to my Bluetooth turntable that's back there. There's probably 17 things that are plugged in here that also have. I am so wired right now. I feel the internet coursing through my veins. I am 5G right now. That is for sure. Okay, I got to talk. So thank you, R, for doing that. Bagby.com. Steve-O. I want to talk about the genius called Steve-O. Can we talk about that?
The genius that is Steve O'Brien. Yes.
Let's talk about him for a second. Can you share? Was this at the top of the episode for this episode?
It's funny. It will be. So I just wanted to clarify it's the end of August anyway. It doesn't matter. The ad that we've been running, I couldn't remember if it was supposed to end at the beginning of August or the end of August.
End of August.
Okay, perfect. So it has still been running. I just wanted to make sure it was supposed to run till this episode, basically.
Correct. So exactly.
Today, which will be released tomorrow, will be the last episode.
Which is today, if you're listening.
Right. Which, if you're not listening, it's yesterday.
We could give every possible variation to that one, of course. Okay, so what about it? What about it?
So that means that our listeners don't get to hear the Steve O'Brien
What?
ad for the merch yet, and they're not going to get to hear it until next week. Although I
What?
think I'm going to tease. Well, we're going to tease one of them on the show here. Well,
Oh,
because it's a pretty casual ad. I don't think I want to put it on the Monday episodes.
no, it's not going to go on the Monday episode. But we didn't promise unless you in error did this. Did you run the service skills ad for on the NGF episodes too?
Oh yeah, I did.
Okay.
We weren't promising that they would get it
No,
on
that's
those also.
No, that's okay. So ultimately, really, you could pull that ad and run our ad tomorrow.
Well, it's
which
okay.
is today or yesterday if you're listening.
Yeah, maybe we'll
2 days
see.
from now.
I might do it.
Or we could just tease it by doing it right here, which is the same
you're going to
thing.
hear one of them anyway, right here, because so I sent Steve-O our merch store, which Tennessee Tim Hill has been kind enough to set up for us and has all kinds of really cool shit, including a Steve O'Brien Take Us Out of Here shirt. And I've got
did you get your check yet?
a check. I'm getting a check.
No, I just wanted to see what your reaction was.
Oh no, I have not gotten a check now. That's right. We get like some half of 1% commission or some shit, whatever. Right now. By the way, we're not doing the merch store for the money. We ain't getting rich on this shit.
For the fun.
This is for the fun. So I had Steve. We're actually losing money. You see, the first.
Right, I got you.
The first check we go, it has to go to pay Steve O'Brien.
Understood.
Anyway,
well, at least somebody's making money from.
I know, right? Somebody's making money. So I gave Steve O'Brien. In fact, I want to say the text because I had a text exchange with the great Steve O'Brien.
you get to have a conversation. I don't think he would take my calls or respond to my text message. I don't know that. I think I'm a little scared of him. I mean, in a good way.
You've never met him in person either, have you?
No.
No, and I haven't either. But I've talked to him on the phone. And when I told him about the script, he gave me a call. And it's always great to hear him on the phone. Like I pick up the phone, I'm like, it's Steve O'Brien. And it's like I'm talking to a fucking rock star. Are you familiar with European football at all? Like soccer?
Well,
soccer?
I mean, do I know what soccer is? Yes. Do I know? Could I name any like in Manchester United and
how about Real Madrid?
No, I have no idea who that is.
They are I think Championship League or Premier League or some. I mean, they're big fucking time, right?
Wait, is that a person or a thing?
It's a team.
Oh, I said I don't know who that is.
Madrid, Spain, I believe. It's a Spanish national team. Real Madrid.
Never heard of
it. Is the team name. And Steve O'Brien is now the new American voice for ads for Real Madrid.
No shit. That's a big deal.
Yeah. And it's funny because he didn't even know what it was. He's like, he called one of his voiceover buddies and he's like, hey, have you ever heard of Real Madrid? And he's like, yeah, Real Madrid, the fucking football team? And he's like, I don't know, I guess. And he's like, dude, yeah, he's the new voice.
Steve's been like the voice of like AT&T. I mean, he's
BMW.
He's had like some major national or international clients, and which really leads me to believe and to understand why the fuck is he working with us? At some point, you can't. You gotta say no.
Well, the teaser ad, I think the teaser ad that I played for you yesterday.
Yeah.
I think that's the one I'm going to put on the regular rotation to start. But we actually have 4 ad reads. And I sent Steve O'Brien 2 scripts and they were relatively short and had like a couple little jokes in them. But he texted me after I sent them. And he said, he sent me the recordings back and he sent me 4 recordings.
Right. And
I told him in the email, hey, do your thing. You improv and do your thing. Where is it? Oh, he said, how do you like the spots? And I said, fucking brilliant. I love them. And he says, good. This is why I love working with you two. You let play. I get to bring out my evil twin.
Right.
That's right. So we get Steve O'Brien's evil twin.
Well, I love that.
I love that so much. It's so great. Okay. So I'm going to get the settings. So I'm not going to play now. I'm not going to play the one I played for you yesterday.
Right. Because I already heard that.
Because you heard it. So I'm going to let you hear a different one.
Nice.
Okay. Let's share my screen here and make sure and share sound here. And I want screen number 2 here. And then let's make sure I got all the right fucking settings everywhere. And that's not what I want. I want this one here. See, what does that record? Never mind. The whole motif thing. Go away. Okay, here we go.
We have a lot of voicemails too, don't we?
Well, we have 6. So a good number, but I don't know. I wouldn't call it a lot now after we've had 11 and 13 before.
That's very true.
Okay, so here's a teaser for one of, I'll be rotating these, one of our Steve O'Brien merch ads. Here we go. It's probably going to be too high.
Welcome back. It's your favorite velvety voice, Steve O'Brien here. So the Nice Guys on Business recorded their own ad for their merchandise store, but no surprise here, nobody's buying it. So they called in the big guns. That's right, the A-Team. Okay. Hey, go buy some shit at niceguysonbusiness.com/merch. And that's why I get the big bucks.
That's right, Steve O'Brien.
That is now was that was him. You didn't script that one.
Okay, so you know what's funny? The line where he says, he clears the throat.
Hey, go buy some shit at niceguysonbusiness.com.
That was the part that I wrote that.
That sounds like you.
That was the part that I wrote. Like I wanted him to be like really like super serious and then be like, go buy some shit at Nice Guys Business, whatever.
That is true Steve O'Brien in Steve O'Brien personality and style and everything Steve O'Brien. We do not put up any guardrails or any parameters when it comes to Steve O'Brien. He knows us. He gets us.
And now I want to hear another one because they're so goddamn funny.
Wait, you're gonna drop your entire load right here.
No, we've got 4 of them. I'll play 2.
Okay.
And then the third one will be the one you heard. I'll use that as the first ad. And then we'll keep the fourth one.
It's like cold pizza in the refrigerator. It's like, you get
good.
a pizza and there's 8 slices and, you eat like 4 of them and you're like, okay, I'll just put half the pizza away. And then you get a little hungry before you put it away and you have 5 and you're like, I'm not just going to put 3 slices away. So you have another one. And you're like, well, I'll just use the 2 for lunch tomorrow. You're like, who am I kidding? 2 slices for lunch tomorrow? That's never going to fill me. I'm not going to be satisfied tomorrow. And you eat the last 2 slices and you feel sick as shit. Sorry.
Were you in my house last night, Doug?
Oh, is that true? Is that how it happened?
That's how it usually happens.
I do that with chocolate in my house. Chocolate and cookies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's hear one more then. Just one more ad.
Okay.
Here we go.
Hey, podcastologists. As you know, nobody's really buying the merch from the Nice Guys on Business. I mean, think about it. Strick, that sounds like something you put a salve on. And Doug, well, have you ever met a Doug that didn't suck his thumb?
No.
So they called me in to help them out. So here we go. There's some really cool Nice Guys shit at niceguysonbusiness.com/merch. Yep. That's how we do it, boys.
Yeah. Good
Thank
shit.
you, Steve-O. We love you and we appreciate you. And thank you for the fun, humorous spin on the Nice Guy merch. And thank you, Tim Hill. Fuck, where the hell am I?
Okay.
Tim Hall. Remember when Steve-O did the original voiceover for me? And here's your host, Strickland Bonner and Doug Sanders.
Sanders. Oh my God. It was so funny that, okay, words, right? Last week I posted episode number 5 when we talked about it.
Oh yeah.
About this guy, right. Steve O'Brien.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm hoping Tennessee Tim Hill maybe left a message because we have a text thread going and he said, or it might've been Jared actually. One of them said that I said something nice about, or somewhat nice about Donald Trump in episode 5. And this would have been way before he ran for president. So this was 2014 or whenever we first started. And I said, what did I say nice about him? I don't know. Cause I didn't listen to the whole episode. I listened to the first 5 minutes and I heard, hey, we talked about Steve O'Brien. Like he's this great guy that, and so, yeah, I had to play it.
I literally listened to 3 minutes of it and I felt nauseous. I felt sick and I'm like, I can't listen to any more of this. So I stopped listening. Sorry. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Well,
all right,
we have 6 voicemails, but a couple of them, they look pretty short. Like this first one, looking at the audio visual of it, I'm thinking somebody got cut off. I'm thinking that like,
Yeah, there seems to be some sort of digital issue with that first one.
Yeah.
right. But I
Wasn't
could
that
be
the
wrong.
case with the first one last week?
Well,
I
it's
hope we're
not
not
our,
have the
it's not,
same.
it's not our voicemail issue, Strick. There's not a voicemail issue. It's fucking
No.
it's
You
Google.
remember last week we had 6 voicemails, if I remember correctly, and the first one was like this. I'm wondering if these are actually
Oh,
new
so in
voicemails.
other words, what you're saying is you're thinking, is it the same voicemails from like, hold on, let me do a little sleuthing here. Give me a quick second.
August 23rd, 26th. No, these look like new ones, but the question is, when I did the extraction, did I delete the wrong
I did the
one?
extraction. You sound like a guy that's in Afghanistan. Right? Okay. What was the let's see, we have August 22nd. So that was definitely last week because that was last Thursday. So that was from Tim, the last message. So then we started getting messages on Friday. So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We should have 6 messages from this
That's
week. Is
what
that
we've
right?
got. Yeah.
Okay. Then we have
It
it.
looks like the first one is from the 23rd, so I guess this is the right ones.
Okay. Yeah, I think this'll be good. Let's start. I got shit
Okay.
to I got shit to do.
Most days they take their
Oops,
That's
I
not-
pulled the wrong clip.
That is
Hold on.
really not the right one.
No. Oh, damn. Hang on.
You know,
Now-
I
now my
got,
cat wants to be pet. So here we go.
I
There's
got
one.
I got a little pushback from somebody in our audience. I want to call him an audience
Ooh.
member, but he's more of a client than an audience member. Got a little
Ooh,
pushback.
really?
Yeah. It was like
Now, this
Man,
is somebody who listens to the show, but also happens to be a client.
the other way around. The other way
They're a
around.
client, but they happened to listen to an episode of the show.
Yeah, trying to get some pointers on, how to do things. and,
Oh
so
God,
kind
that
of-
was the mistake right there.
kinda
Somebody
listen-
listened to our show because they wanted to try to get themselves better.
right. Now,
Okay, now it makes
so
sense.
so the issue was that they listened to first an interview episode and were like, oh
Mhm.
man, this is great. I don't know if I'm ever gonna. Now look, this is not patting myself on the back, but it was the
Mhm.
comment.
Oh,
I don't
that's
know if
good.
I'm ever gonna have my interview skills the way that you do, Doug. And I'm like, fuck, I don't think I spend literally 5 minutes preparing for the episode, and I approach it like I'm meeting somebody new. So I'm asking questions of curiosity.
And hey,
that-
Doug, before you continue,
Yeah.
I don't know which client this is,
Yes.
but I'm guessing that they said, well, I don't know if I'm ever going to be as good as you, Doug. I don't know. Wait, is that what the client sounded like?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Just wanted to
totally-
check.
Totally it. And that was
Yeah.
that was very good because it's a woman, and you did a very good interview. So anyway, I was concerned. I knew where this was going because what it came down to was I listened to the interview episode, and obviously now I want to hire you as a company. And after we listened to the episode of our Friday episode,
Mhm.
this client said, I'm glad I listened to the other episode first, because had I listened to that one first, I would not have hired you guys.
Mm.
So I said, what's interesting about that is that Strickland and I actually, we debated for probably many months, if not over a year, of whether we're doing the right thing by showing our colors during those Friday episodes. And we're like, you know what? If you don't like us because of who we are, that, pardon the expression, because if you're listening to this and you were that person, and I don't mean this to you, but I'm like, if you're in our audience and you don't like us, go fucking somewhere else and listen to somebody else's show. It's fine. We don't care. But if you see that the proof is in the pudding, that we actually still do, even though Strickland and I are total fuck ups on Friday episodes, you can see we bring a professional episode on Mondays, and we actually do our job, and we do it really well. We're very responsive. We deliver or over deliver on everything. Why would you hold a fucking Friday episode against us as a like indicator of whether we're good at doing what we do? We've already proven that. We don't need to prove that to anybody else. We're just ourselves. So
I think of it as running a great business, right? And then you happen to be out at, let's say, a baseball game or a basketball
okay,
game, and you
okay.
happen to see
Yep.
a client at the game. And at the game, maybe you're being rowdy, and maybe you got a torn t-shirt on, and you're having fun, and you're cussing a little bit, and the client is like,
who is
dude,
this guy?
like who is this person? I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know that I really want to You know, and it's like, you know, this is us at the basketball game right now. Of course, I've never been to a basketball game, so it'll be a baseball.
Oh man, I've been to a couple, and they're pretty cool because there's not as many people that you fit into one of those small little. They don't call them stadiums, do they? What do they call them?
In the arenas. No, you still
arena.
fit 15, 18,000 people. But
Okay,
you're right.
15,
I guess a baseball stadium is like 50,000.
50 or 60,000, and it's an open air environment, and it's a whole
True.
different world. So,
True.
yeah. And you don't go, or maybe you do, in a baseball stadium. Do you go all the way around? Do they have people sitting all the way around?
It depends on the stadium. Some of them do, yeah. But usually stadiums where they have like all the way around, like the seats that are all the way in the back, sometimes it's just like casual fun standing room type things.
Remember that guy that used to work at the stadium? He was the, I guess he was the peanut guy, and then he became the beer guy. He was the guy that, I forget his name. Was it Steve? He ended up dying. He was a Washington talent. He was an act. Shaky, the lemonade guy.
Oh, lemonade shaky guy.
Yeah, you know he died.
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, he died. I think he he shook himself to death or something.
Wow.
Shaky the lemonade guy had Parkinson's. Surprise! You know, it's like, oh, shit.
Wow.
Anyhow, so yeah, this is us. I don't think that this takes away anything. As a matter of fact, I think that it actually helps us do a better job because, I mean, haven't we always stated that podcasting is like the wild, wild west? You can do something on Monday and do completely something different on Friday, and then change back to where you were on Monday, which is exactly what we do. I think he just thought it was off brand of us because,
yeah.
because we're called. So he
Nice
brought,
guys in
that's
business.
interesting. He called up, he called this out. He said, "You guys are called the nice guys on business." And I'm expecting business content. So I said, okay, well, let's take it this way. We could drop the nice guys. We could drop the on business and just be called the nice guys. And I said, you know, that on Fridays might even be a little off brand too, because we're not really even that nice. So we're just going to be called, you know, the guys. And that's the name of the podcast is the guys. But I don't know what, I don't know how else we could do it other than what we do. And you know what? I don't really want to change at this point.
Yeah. I'm with you. I don't really want to change either. We had a client just recently who said, "Hey, I don't want to put the intro onto my up forward facing episodes, right? Because I just want to get to the content quickly." And I listened to the intro that we had done for them. And it was one that they wrote the script and they recorded. And it was pretty long. I mean, you know, I think our intro is like 30 seconds, maybe, right? Well, theirs was like 45, 50 seconds long.
Right.
And so I said, well, look, why don't we just make it a little shorter? Here's a quick edit that's like, you know, 15 seconds long. And then they were like, no, we don't want that either. I'm like, well, how about just a little? I'm like, I don't know that it sounds professional when you just hit go and somebody starts talking. Do you want at least a little music blurb at the beginning? And they said, no. We want to do something different. And
write their name in the chat box there. Just put their name. I have no idea who you're fucking talking about. Put their name in the
ultimately, my answer was, hey, we just make suggestions. You're the client. I mean, I'm doing everything I can to make suggestions that I feel will help your show. And I'm not always right. Hang on. Now I got to remember.
How to enter a message in the chat box?
No, which show it was now. I'm trying to remember. Hang on. I think
I wasn't even involved with this decision. I appreciate you keeping me out of that.
No, you totally weren't.
Sometimes I see you have communicate, like I'm looking like just through Monday. I'm just like being nosy because I have nothing to do. You know me. I'm waiting around between appointments because I don't jack all my time in between. You know, I don't like you. I don't stack one appointment on top of the other. So I was being a little nosy. You are fucking kidding me. Okay.
Yeah. No, and that's what they want. Because I even said, hey, the music that we have as background music right now, it would lend itself really nicely because it's the beginning of it is like, it's like a build. It's like
build, right?
Boom. Like it would be so perfect to put like a 6 second, like you're, and then the music fades out underneath. They're like, no, we want to get right to the content.
We want to get right into the fucking content. We just want people to think that they're entering into the episode right at the fucking middle.
Well, and that's what I said. I said, you know, any little thing. I said, I don't know that it sounds professional. I specifically said, I think people may be concerned that they are jumping in the middle of the episode.
Yes.
And I'm going to try and find the thread.
I did happen
here
to
we go.
mention to this person that was talking to me about us being a little bit off when it comes to our Friday episodes,
Mhm.
and him saying that he thought that he would probably have tuned out. So I said, but did you tune out? No, I had to listen. It felt like it was a train wreck, and I was
Right.
I was waiting for some business. I said, you know what? Strickland has brought this up many times over the years that I've been podcasting with him. He said, you know this guy Howard Stern. Well, you know
Right.
that the people that listen to Howard Stern listen to him for an hour a day.
No,
Those
people
hate
that
him,
like Howard
Stern
listen for an hour a
for
day.
day. People that hate Howard Stern listen for 2 hours a day.
Right,
And
exactly.
it's like, oh my God, I get it. He said, look, I'm not telling you how to run your show. I'm not telling you how to be successful. You've obviously been successful at it, or you wouldn't have been doing it for 10 years. And I said, well, you don't have to go any further than that. That is fine. Exactly. And I can't tell you, the beauty of it is you can handle your show however you want to. This is just how Strickland and if we've lost a customer as a result of us having our Friday fuckery episodes, so be it. We have chosen that.
Well, and I hope we don't. I think my baseball game analogy is a good one because Friday episodes are you and I just being ourselves at the baseball game.
Off brand. Off brand.
And now I know which intro and outro I'm going to use today. It's got to be one of the major league ones. So,
okay.
did I play the voicemail from Jared Music?
No,
already?
you played the fucking end opening for Nice Guys on Business.
And then we got distracted. So in other words, you haven't even interrupted yet. Okay.
No, and you know what? I am not going to interrupt. I'm going to tell you that
Really?
right now. Just bump it right
there?
that bitch right up
Right
against
there.
it, right there.
Doug,
Right there.
such language.
Wait, is that politically incorrect?
Spicy.
Hey, is Trump going to be doing? Is he going to do the debate?
I don't know. We got till, isn't it September 11th? That's a weird date to pick, isn't it? I think that's the scheduled day for the debate. I think. Who the fuck knows? I was wrong last time. I was quite sure that Trump was going to find some excuse to drop out, and he didn't. And Biden
What would be
bad.
the reason he would bail though?
I don't know. I don't feel like he is going to bail. Interestingly, the rule that they made now this last year at the debates or the last couple times at the debates, it's been open mic, which is my understanding. Like basically
Comedy?
your
It's a
mic is
comedy?
hot. Well, your mic is hot all the time. So if the other person is talking, if somebody's answering and the other person starts talking, everybody's mic is hot, right? Well, I believe they went and changed the rules specifically for Trump because he just loves to interrupt. Well, apparently this one with Kamala requested to have the mics hot all the time.
Wow.
And the Trump team said no.
I think she thinks that he's just going to be just such a buffoon that he is just going to totally just fuck up so royally by having an open microphone.
I think that's it. And his team basically said, no, if you do that, we're not coming to the debate.
Why? Hold on a second. This is interesting. Trump's team said, if you keep an open mic, we're not coming to the debate because they can't corral their candidate.
Well, that's what people are saying. Now they did say if you have hot mics when the other person is talking, we're not coming. They didn't say why. Now, I don't know what other reason there would be other than the Trump team knowing that their fucking candidate is like when Kamala starts digging. I mean, I love the different approach. I mean, Joe Biden, he's like Sleepy Joe and he's polite and he's nice, and Trump goes low and he stays high. Kamala is like, fuck all that. Like she goes right back at him, which I love.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm interested in, I liked the Biden Trump debate only because I just knew it was going to be a total shit show, and it did not disappoint.
It did not disappoint.
It did not. I couldn't tell who won, who lost. Yeah. Everybody was, disappointed in Biden's performance because he was, a loss of everything. But I was just listening to Trump thinking, man, what a fucking idiot. I mean, they were both pretty sad in this thing. I felt sorry basically for both of them, but I'm really interested in hearing what Kamala has to say to Trump and vice versa. I think this could be actually a really good debate.
I still can't believe the little back and forth they had about golf.
Yeah, that was pretty
Like
good.
Joe Biden saying like, I'll take you on a golf anytime. And like,
Who cares? Like
who
8 handicap, 6
are you?
handicap. Who the fuck cares?
You are just showing the entire world that you guys are a bunch of old fucking white guys. I haven't
Yep.
been on a golf course in 20 years, and the last time I was, I think I was drunk and didn't even make it through all the holes. I mean, what the fuck, golf?
How'd you do on the windmill hole? That would be my question.
Okay, we are 59 minutes in.
All right,
and
go.
yeah,
I'm not interrupting between the go.
Okay, here we go.
Yep.
We got a voicemail from Jared. I said a voicemail from Jared. You know a voicemail from Jared. Nobody else will call. We got a voicemail from Jared. Screw the rest of y'all.
Hey, Doug and Strickland, it's Lois Stern, and I just listening to you guys. You're so goofy. I felt the need to add to your 3-call. Yeah, so I'm 4, but I'm not saying much except for hello. Miss you guys. Ciao.
Lois fucking Stern. Wow. I haven't seen Lois in 100 years.
You know what it reminds me when I hear someone like Lois call. Now Lois is a blast from the past from both Strickland and my life. She lives in the Baltimore area, and we both started our entertainment careers basically around Lois and Ken, her husband. And I just keep thinking about how many fucking people listen to the show that never call in, that we have no idea. They're just tracking along with Doug and Strickland's life. They're trying to see for the last 10 years. Lois, how long have you been listening to the show? I am really curious.
I'm dying to know. And so I'm going to say something only because now I live like 1,000 miles away. I'm in Austin, Texas.
Easy, Strickland, easy.
I had a little crush on Lois. I always thought she was really cute. There's something, she's very attractive. She's always nice as can be.
Super nice.
So Lois, I hope you're not embarrassed if you are a regular listener, but just say, I always liked you, Lois.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. There you have it. I can't say any more than that. Lois, thank you for calling. Thank you for not like throwing us under the bus or anything like that. Or you did a good job for a first time caller. I would have been even more interested had you like asked a question or said something that would relate back to like episode 4 or anything like that. How long have you been listening to the show? It may be that you've been listening only since you visited JJ and I, Ken, her husband, and Lois visited here maybe a year ago.
What? They came to visit you?
Yeah, she was in Los Angeles, I believe, seeing one of her sons. I can't remember if it was Drew or Michael that lives in Los Angeles, but one of her sons lives in Los Angeles. I think, if I'm getting this right, and Lois, I could be saying this all wrong, so call in and correct me. Tell me how long you've been listening to the show and ask a question. How about that? Thank you, Lois, for calling in.
Thanks for calling.
Hey, Doug, it's Rick, Jared here. So, man, where do I start with this one? Enjoyed the show today. And you guys mentioned the previous episodes, and then all of a sudden we have a special throwback episode, which is fantastic. Episode 5, for those of you who don't read show notes or maybe even listen to the show. Except the intros and the outro. Of course, everybody listens to those. But anyways, all of a sudden we got these 2 yahoos on here from, holy shit, what was like tons and tons of episodes ago.
God.
I can't even think of what episode you're on right now.
1,500 episodes ago. That's crazy.
Listening to the show. And out of all the episodes for you to pick, Strick, all of you guys have to do a throwback to. You pick one where you
here it comes
are talking positively about Donald Trump.
I gotta go hear it now.
It is so fucking funny.
I'm dying to hear what I said.
Anyways, guys, love the show. I had to point that out because Strick, I know you sure as hell didn't listen to it all because you said you didn't in your show notes.
No, God, no.
So I just thought it was funny. Election year, you're supporting Trump. Yay, go Trump. I just I was like, where in the hell is he going with this? And I'm like, wow, he actually said nice things about him. Of course, this was, pre him being president, but still.
2013.
Anyways, just thought I'd point that out. All right, fellas. Appreciate you guys. Love the show. See ya.
You see, I texted him this too, and he still didn't give me an answer. You're going to make me fucking listen to the show, aren't you, Jared? I'm dying to know what I said nice about him. I mean, obviously, it was him as a businessman. I mean, maybe it was him as a fucking talk show host. I never watched The Apprentice, or what was his fucking show? You're fired and shit.
Yeah, The Apprentice. But you just said it quite succinctly. I'd like to watch Bozo the Clown when he was doing a show, because I thought he was funny with children doing, his clown stuff. But I wouldn't fucking want him as president.
I wouldn't give him the nuclear codes, that's for sure.
Right. So yeah, maybe Trump was good. I mean, in 2013, obviously there was no writing on the wall that he was even going to be running for office. Maybe he thought he was, but nothing serious. And if he had said it, we would never have thought he would have won, which was most of the country anyway, except for the 51% or the 49% that voted for him. Didn't he lose the popular vote?
He did lose the popular vote. And in 2016, he lost the popular vote.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
By like 5 million votes, I think.
Yeah, Strickland said nice things because he didn't realize how much of a fuck up he actually is. Sorry.
No, I want to go back and hear it now. I got to figure out what the hell I said.
Yeah, you're going to have to figure it out.
Okay, here we go. Next voicemail.
Hello, gentlemen. This is Erica. How
Hello, Erica.
are you? Thanks for taking the call. I just wanted to report in that.
That's funny. Thanks for taking the call. Like we had any choice. No offense, Erica.
No.
I really didn't mean it like that.
No,
not like, well, we wouldn't have taken it if given the choice. I didn't want to have that joke be at your expense, but it was just so funny that you said, like, thanks for taking the call. Like, we had any choice?
I mean, like, Strickland did just majorly put his foot in his mouth. But just so everybody knows, we have never turned away a call, even a prank voicemail. We haven't turned away. It's not that we don't have a choice. Of course we have a choice. We always have a choice. Yeah. It's a voicemail, not a child. Hold on a second. Is that
oh God, we're just going to offend everybody today.
That's right. Okay. Keep going. We love you, Erica.
I cannot celebrate you enough and thank you enough for sending my husband Steve his skincare box.
Oh, nice.
He is a convert. He loves it. And this is a guy, now I've been married to him 37 years.
Wow.
Who hates using skincare, and he's a total convert. I swear to God. Now it's just like beyond amazing. I don't even have words for it. I almost called you with a different voice and said that I was Montreal Martha to see if I could get another box in Montreal Maurice's footsteps, but I decided, I couldn't come up with a name fast enough, and Montreal Martha doesn't really do it. So nonetheless, it's a great thing, and I can understand why they wanted to do 3 packets for one person, because usually skincare takes like 3 months before you can tell, but my husband can tell in 1 month, and he's ecstatic. So I just wanted you to know that was what's happening. However, I do have one little gripe or one little bitch, and that is this.
Yes.
I told him all about it. I said, just be careful when you get to whatever Emily said is called a burn pad, because she said, be careful with the burn pad.
Yep.
I don't know what a burn pad is, but when you open the box, be careful. So he's going about doing this. He said, I don't know what you're talking about. So either Emily got an advanced box with some kind of a burn pad astringent in it, or something, but Steve's box did not have burn pads. So there's that. And other than that, I'm seriously happy. So thank you. And no, this isn't Montreal Martha. It is Erica. Love you guys. Love the show. And thanks for the skincare. Bye.
So we have 3 more from T. Shandy to give away?
Yeah, we do have 3 more. We really can't. So the whole purpose of doing it, of having the contest, was so that people, it's kind of like giving the heroin addict a taste. To come back for a second round. Like I'm just running out of my, I've got a choice. I got 2 of them. I got one, and then a second one just showed up for some reason. I think you got the same thing. So I got 2. I'm almost out of the second one. And I'm like, maybe I should just go back to them and ask for more, because we've been promoting the hell out of them. I'm like, No, I think the purpose is so that we actually buy the stuff.
Well, no, of course, but what I'm saying is we have don't we have 3 more to give away to 3 different
We
people?
we do, but we have not had anyone call in and claim. So if there is anyone, I mean, that is a glowing testimonial of the products. I mean, Erica's husband said that he is a convert.
I love that. And the burn pads, it's like the little astringent, like it was the circular. I know what you're talking about. They didn't burn my face really much at all. I didn't feel that.
Well, we know Emily. She's very sensitive. She's very sensitive skin. And, you know,
maybe Lois will call in and get it for Ken.
Oh, that's a great idea. So Lois, here's your opportunity. Or for those in our community that have not called in, or if you're not interested, but you think that your husband might be interested in the products, Tiege Hanley, it's cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to go. I am leaving my decades-long relationship with Origin. And
really,
I love the stuff. You know, a couple reasons I love it. I love not only the products, but I also like the packaging that's small enough to carry with you if you go away.
Dude, you turned me on to Origins years ago, and
I know
I use it on and off, not all the time, but it's good stuff. But wow, that's big.
The only thing that they don't have through Tiege, that at least that I haven't been able to find yet through their freebies, is the toner. I love that Andrew Weil mushroom toner.
Oh yeah,
that they have. Sometimes I put it on my face. Sometimes I drink it. Either way, it's totally fine. But it's just a good little splash that I put on my face, and I just bought one of those. But you know, I'm really digging. I like the 3 products that I really use quite often are the moisturizing cream, the serum, and the face wash. And I do the face wash in the shower, and I do the serum, and then the So my routine is this, just so you know, behind the scenes, how this works for me. So taking a shower, I use the face wash. Okay. I do that every day because it's very, very like abrasive. It's not like the scrub. Then I get out of the shower, and before my face is completely dry and the pores close, I put a little splash of the Origin toner on my face. So now I've got a good little covering of the toner. Then I go immediately to the serum. So just a little dab of the serum, because I don't want to put the serum on top of the moisturizing cream. I put the serum over top of the toner. So serum goes next, and then I use the PM moisturizer even in the AM. I know I'm a rebel. I know, but I don't like the feel or the texture of the AM cream, because the AM cream has a little bit of SPF in it. And I'm not looking for the I know sun is a dangerous weapon, but I don't want the extra SPF on my face. It's a little too heavy. And that is have we done any business advice today?
I don't think so.
Well, okay. So
we did tell people, we did say you be you and don't worry about offending people.
Okay. So that was the business advice, and then we moved on to the to maybe skincare and self-help. So I really feel like healing. This is good. This is good for us. Now on with the fuckery.
On with the fuckery. Here we go.
Hey, Giggle Doug and Strickland fucking Bonner. It's Tennessee Tim. Just want to say I'm enjoying the behind-the-scenes Riverside exposition. It's like the local access TV channel of Tech Time with Doug and Strick. It's been very fun. So just want to say that I enjoyed that. Love the show. Talk to you later.
So we recently had a meeting with another client who did use Riverside and likes it, but they confirmed exactly what we experienced, that when you are actually on live, you should not expect to have good quality video of the person that you're on with. That is expected behavior. And to me, that is distracting from the relationship that you're trying to create. Now, would the end product be better because you get really great video quality afterwards? Yeah, but it will be so much better that people will notice the difference between that and Zoom? Maybe some, but not many.
I listened to the entire episode, you and me. I watched it, and I thought the video quality and the sound quality were exceptional. I mean, so far beyond where I would think that we could ever be with production quality. But the experience dropped the production value raise by the same amount that I felt like I'm like, no, I need a lower production value if it means having a higher quality of the time that we have spend together. If I'm spending time with Strickland, I don't want to spend that time frustrated because the video signal keeps buffering. That's, to me, is no good. No good at all.
Agreed. To each his own. It's all good. Okay, voicemail number 5.
Hey, Doug, Strick, Tennessee Tim. Hope you're doing good. Hey, give you a quick update. You had mentioned last week about me being so friendly to animals and the raccoons and everything. Living on 65 acres out in the country, we have a lot of critters. We've got raccoons and coyotes and skunks that we see and deer, all kinds of crazy animals. But one weird thing is we had a kind of a pet vulture for about a year.
Whoa.
Vultures are great, vacuum cleaners of the roads. They eat everything that's dead. But this one somehow got hurt. I don't know if it fell out of a tree or whatever, but it couldn't fly. So it started hanging out on our patio. And so we started feeding it. I would give it, when I'd trim chicken or beef or whatever, I'd give it the raw meat, or I'd give it a mouse out of the pool. So we named it Hector. So we've had a pet vulture for about a year. And about 2 weeks ago, it disappeared. I don't know. So prayers for Hector. We haven't seen him. He got less and less afraid of us. He would come around when I was grilling, hanging out with me out on the patio. Very strange. Never thought I would have a pet vulture.
Yeah.
But anyway, update. I've been up in the attic. There are no raccoons, so I don't know what's going on there. But there was some empty packages of Tim Hortons coffee and a picture of the Canadian Mountie Dudley Do-Right, but I don't know what that means. But that's just an update on the raccoons in the attic. There was no raccoons up there, so love the show. Talk to you later. Keep you posted on the whole Maurice thing. Haven't seen him in a while. See you later.
Oh, damn. But he found Tim Hortons in the attic. That's not a good sign.
I don't know if you heard it as clearly as I did, because I'm a guy that's always focused on some of the behind the scenes stuff. But Tim just said he lives on 65 acres.
Did he say 65? I mean, I heard big, but I wasn't paying enough attention.
I am pretty sure that, Tim, do you have a 65 acre lot? It's
what
like,
the actual fuck? That's insane.
Just think about this for just a second. Put 65 acres like in the middle of West Hollywood for a moment.
Oh, Jesus.
How much that property would sell for. But it's what I think is so amazing is that 65 acres, there's, I don't know, I think 300 million people that live in this country, something like that, something crazy like that.
Yeah.
How much land there is still available for people if Tim has 65 acres? I mean, I don't know anybody that has 65 acres. Tim, that's fucking awesome, man. And correct us if I got that wrong. 65 acres. All right. Do you own 65 acres? And what do you do with all that property? Do you have any water on that property? Is there a stream? Could I come fly fishing on your property? I'm going fly fishing this weekend. So all of those things.
Can you use another tractor? You need help mowing the lawn. Doug's got one.
Yeah, that's true. I do. I could ship the tractor to him. Probably cost more to ship the tractor than to buy one out there.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get to the last one.
Okay.
Bonjour, Eagle Dog and fucking Strickland Bonner. Bonner, Strickland, fucking, I don't know. I'm Canadian. We don't know how to do that. I have so far been able to keep my residence in Tim Hill's attic a secret. He grinds coffee all the time, and I am out of coffee. So I brought some Tim Hortons with me, but I need to get down there and steal some of his coffee. But I have to figure that out. So if anybody still wants to adopt me for the citizenship scam problem situation, I am up for that. But I will call in with more next week. Bonjour.
Bonjour. Isn't that hello, or is that hello and goodbye in French? I don't know how that works.
I think au revoir is goodbye. I think
You're right.
Au revoir is goodbye. I think bonjour is hello.
It's French Canadian, I guess.
Right,
it's bonjour for
He's
everything.
from Montreal, so he may not really understand what the
right.
the real French word is.
Oh my!
Having a pet vulture, that's good. We actually went through all of my. I did have one topic that I wanted to talk about, but maybe we'll just do that at another time. It's about the cats in our house and cat pee. So we'll talk about that another time.
So that apparently is not that topic's not going anywhere.
Yeah, that topic is here to stay.
And I'm sure your Thai food is almost here because we've been talking for an hour and 20.
12 minutes to Thai food. This has been good. Hey,
is it like is there a specific time they say they're going to be there? Like exactly at 7:28 or something?
No, but when I need a certain level of guardrails set up in my life. If I don't have the guardrail set up, you know me, I'm the river and I will take it anywhere that I can. So I literally could stay talking to you for, Strick, we could have a 3-hour conversation and I would have if I don't have a stopping point, then I'm just going to keep talking. So before I committed to this, I said, what time do you want to do dinner? And she said, I want to do dinner at 5:30. Or we decided together, we want to do dinner at 5:30. Where are we getting dinner? We're going to get it at the Thai place. I'm like, okay, great. You're responsible for ordering it and picking it up and bringing it home. What time do you want to have dinner? And we decided 5:30 was the time. So that's the time it's going to be here. And
so she's picking it up and bringing it back.
Oh, we don't make Thai food. Do you make Thai food at home?
No, I thought you were having it delivered.
No. Do they deliver food here? No, I don't know.
Ojai. I don't know about fucking Ojai.
I just hop on my tractor and go and get it. That's all I have to do. Before we wrap, though, I wanted to tell you that this weekend, I think I mentioned this to you on the phone, and I just dropped a hint about it. This weekend, I'm going to the Sierras, and I'm going fly fishing. I will not be in cell signal range. So
dude, how long has it been since you've been fly fishing?
It's been since I moved to California.
That's been 5 years or more?
Almost 6 years. I went once since I've been here, and I went with Aaron Gold, and we flew to Jackson Hole, Wyoming to fly fish the Snake River. And that was like the year after I moved here, I think 2019. So it's been about 5 years since I've been fly fishing, and I have been itching to go. I did take my fly rod on a trip that we went on to Yosemite last year, and I did dip my rod into the river, but I did not make it a fly fishing trip. And I've hired a guide. We're going walk and wade. We're doing some serious shit here. I am excited about it.
Okay, so see, now that we started, I got to hear. So you have a fly fishing rod. Is it just one rod?
Two rods.
Okay.
I have a 7-foot rod and I have a 9-foot rod.
Sorry, I just saw
that. Do that with it as you will. Did you see
no,
I just guy or something? What happened?
I just looked outside. There's a guy walking his dog.
Yeah,
and like a good sized guy, right?
Yeah.
Like a big guy,
little
and like
dog.
probably a big white guy, right? Beard.
No,
and like
little white dog.
Mid-30s, right? Well, and a little bit of a little dog, but his shirt, it's in really big letters. It says, "I'm not gay." And like the word gay is in huge white block letters. But then underneath it says, but $20 is $20. Sorry.
So is that somebody that's pro-gay or not pro-gay?
I don't know. It's just,
don't know either.
That's why I had to keep reading. I'm like, I see the shirt, like, I'm not gay. And again, the first thing, before I even read the rest of it, I look at him and I'm like, oh, okay. You know, like you could go either way, I guess, from the 5 seconds that I've looked at you. And then I read, but $20 is $20. And I thought it was funny. Okay. You have a 7-foot and a 9-foot rod.
Correct. So you asked the question, how many rods do you have? And I have.
And do you, to take on a plane, do you take them apart?
Oh, I'm driving. It's a 6-hour drive.
Okay, so you put them in your car now, but can they go on a plane?
Oh yeah, my 7-foot breaks. I mean, my 9-foot breaks down into 7 pieces.
Oh my God!
Right. So each piece is like what, 14 inches long, something like that.
Right.
They're all the same length.
And then what other stuff do you have?
So you need waders. So it's like coveralls.
That makes sense, right? So you don't get
waterproof. You need boots so that you can wade in the water and not slip. So you have rubber boots that you wear. You need
now the waders don't have boots built in.
The waders do have boots built in, but they're booties. So you put the
boots on top of the booties.
Right, exactly. Excuse me. Then you have a vest. that has all of the pockets,
all of your shit, all
the shit, and then you have all of the shit.
And you own all of this stuff.
Oh my God, I own so much stuff. Okay, so I don't know if you remember, but I think I've mentioned this when I talk about the inheritance that I'm getting from my Uncle Morris, who passed away many, many years ago. I used to go to my mailbox every day expecting a check to arrive in the mail. And one day a $4,000 check arrives for me from a cousin that I had no heirs or no kids. So everybody in her family get a little piece of the action. So I got a check for $4,000. At the time I was married to Fern, I gave Fern $2,000 and I got $2,000. And I said, there's only one rule. The rule is this. And I made up the rule as we went along, but the rule was this: you cannot put this money in the bank.
Oh, nice.
Because you know how fucking responsible I am with every cent
oh my
that
God,
comes in the door. I'm like, I am not going to be responsible with this money. I'm going to do whatever I want. So I put my money into a $2,000 Bass Pro Shops gift card.
Nice.
And it took me about a year and a half to buy all the shit that I wanted to buy.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
So I did something similar. I don't know if did I ever tell you that I won a jackpot in Las Vegas at Rio?
I think I remember this.
I hit a live poker table. I hit a royal straight flush,
right, which is like
only time in my entire poker career I've ever hit it. And they happened to have a jackpot going $2,300. And similar thing. I came home and I wanted to get it. I'm like, I want to get a new guitar, right? So and this guy had a used Carvin. I was really into Carvins at the time, and I still really like my Carvins. And so I went over to his house and I tried the Carvin out and I really like it. And he's like, hey, I got a couple more. And I'm like, what the fuck? And he had like 4 Carvins and he's like, yeah, I'll sell whichever, right? And there were 2 of them and like I couldn't decide which one I wanted. And I couldn't decide. And I'm like, fuck it. And I bought both.
Oh my God. That's great. Did you spend more than the $2,300 that you
No. Well, that was the thing. If I remember correctly, I think he was asking like $500 each for them, which was very reasonable because really nice guitars. And I think I offered him $850 for 2 of them. And so I still got off great. I got a great deal.
So this is the first time I'm going to go with a fly fishing guide that is not a drift boat. So I'm not in a boat drifting down a river. I'm actually walking and wading with the guide. So we get to spend more time. You know, when you're drifting, you literally have 5 seconds when you're passing down to throw your rod, your fly into a specific spot, and they basically yell at you. They're very mean to you. Not mean, but they're like, throw it there. No, there. No, pick it up and throw it there. They're like get very emotional about it because they're like, there is an 18-inch trout that is going to be in this spot. You just got to throw it there. And if you miss, they get kind of pissed because they like, give me the rod. Let me show you where you're going to put it.
So I was going to ask, like, okay, so obviously this guy's going to stay with you all day, right? So I'm sure you pay a significant amount of money. Like, what does he do? You're walking and he's like, all right, Doug, throw it here. I'm going to go take a nap. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Right,
okay.
So when you're walking and waiting, as opposed to when you're drifting, well, they do this when you're drifting too, but especially when you're walking and waiting, you have the time to work a spot much longer than you do if you're drifting. So yes, he could say, I'm going for a walk. I'll see you in 20 minutes. Or he could say, let me have your line. He fixes it's called the tippet, which is the very thin end of the fly rod line. He ties a new tie on it, a new fly on it. And if that one's not working after 3 or 4 casts, he may take that off and put another one on. They're basically your servants for 4 hours for the course of the day.
So it's like, but they're like your caddy then.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
What a great way to say it. They're going to tell you what to use, where to use it. When you're drifting, you only have one chance to get that spot.
Yeah,
so that you can change. You can go for a surface, a dry fly, it's called a surface fly, or you can go subsurface, or you could do a drip and dropper, or a fly and dropper, which is a dry fly on top, and tied onto the bend of the hook is the streamer that goes below. So there are so many different things that you can do. I am super excited. I have him for half a day. I didn't take him for a full day because it's very expensive. So I took him for half a day, and then I have my car that's going to be with me, so he can leave and I can still work the spot. And then I'm going to stay the entire next day too. And I'm going to just come back. And
so you're going to get all the tips and tricks and the good spots from him, and then you're going to use it the next 2 days.
Exactly. And my goal is to pump him so full of so much information from him over the 4 hours that I'm with him that I could basically do my own guiding the next day.
And so you do all that shit, and then when you catch a fish,
oh God,
then you just throw them back, right?
Yeah, the regulation right now is that it's catch and release.
And then what do you do for food then? Because obviously you don't eat fish for food that you catch. You throw them back, right?
Yeah, I bring peanut butter sandwiches with me.
And do you camp? Or are you staying like
No, I'm staying in
hotel?
like a hotel in town. It's near Mammoth Lakes in California. So it's Northern California near the Sierras, and it's as hot as it is, you know how hot it is in Texas right now, right? So it's 100. So it's in the upper 80s, but the water is like in the 60s and 70s.
Wow. Because it's coming down from the mountains.
Yeah, coming down from the mountains, which is still snowpack melting from last winter.
And so like you get in the water and you're going to be fucking cold, basically.
Right. You can literally in one day, you can get hypothermia and sunstroke. It's all in the same
time.
All at the same time. Like your upper hair, sometimes because the guy that I said, hey, I want to know, should I be wearing waders? He said, you can wear waders. A lot of people, it's called wet wading. A lot of people will actually fish in shorts and wading boots. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. You can get really cold if you're standing in water that's sub 70 degrees. I'd much rather put waders on and just not worry about it. And it's probably got a lot of overhang. So there's, a lot of shade and stuff. So I'll be fine with my waders. I'm very excited about this.
And you're going by yourself, except for this guy.
Yeah, me and the guy.
So when the guy's gone for the other half of the day, it's just you for a day and a half, all by yourself.
And me, and probably I haven't checked what wildlife is there, but I knowing where I'm going, there are bear. So I got to figure out, I might have to buy some bear spray or something else. I don't really, if I don't come back on Monday, you'll know what happened. I probably got mauled or eaten by a cougar or something like that.
Dude, I don't want to have to fire our marketing company after I just hired him. I mean, if I don't have a salesman to work these leads, what are we going to do?
We'll get Jonathan on. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Think about all the money you'd be saving. You don't have to split the profits with me. And the insurance.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'll get the insurance. Well, no, but the insurance money will just pay for your half of the business, right?
That is true. You'd have to pay JJ for it. The insurance money pays you. I can't tell you for sure that you have to pay JJ, but she does have the contract, the agreement that we have. So she could come after you and probably win. Just so you're aware.
Okay, good to know.
Don't try any funny business because I'm watching you, Strickland. All right, let's get out of here. I got Thai food waiting for me. Anything before we wrap up?
No, I don't think so.
All right, let's do it. Steve O'Brien, go ahead and take us out of here.
For Doug, Strickland, the Nice Guys on Business podcast, I'm Steve O'Brien. Yo, bartender, Jobo needs a refill. Hey, Steve O'Brien here for the Nice Guys on Business podcast. Doug and Strick have called me in because, well, you guys aren't buying their stuff in the merchandise store. Now, the Steve O'Brien stuff, it's flying off the shelves. No surprise. But the stuff with their name, not so much. So, let's help those fools out. Go get some shit at niceguysonbusiness.com/merch. Help out my two special friends. Well, did he ask if I could do voiceover for his show? You said he got someone else to do the voiceover. Well, who did he use? Strickland Bonner? No, seriously, who's he using? Strickland Bonner. You're kidding. Strickland is a voiceover for one of the most popular business podcast shows? Seriously? Well, that's it. The world is officially ended as we know it. Hell has frozen over. I seriously need to rethink my professional goals. Thrive fucking loud? Jeez. Strickland fucking Bonner.